Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer, it is time for some Path of Exile. This is the Toucan race, and I'm going to be doing Act 8. Duedre is down, and so it is now off to the big choice. Do I go left or do I go right? My default has always been to go right here, and I'm going to stick with that today. Lots and lots of skill points in Act 8 from memory. We've got one in the key, we've got one in the grain gate, we've got, oh, silly crafting recipe. Ah, elemental resistance is nice. One thing I'm doing way too often is accidentally cancelling my golem summon. Changes that were made to animation cancelling are quite awkward with the golems. And this guy does die a lot at the moment. Okay, here's the key. Now the key to this zone, sorry about the awful pun, but I'm actually not sorry at all. The key to this zone is to stick to the edge. So stick to the left edge from memory, and that will find everything that you need in here. You need to get the Ankh first, then you need to find Tolman's resurrection spot, then you need to kill him. I'm fighting these things because they looked like they were magic monsters, they actually weren't. You see that they have blue appearance to them. But that's actually wrong. They're not magic. Fire off vile rain of arrows because it gets me to 40 virulence really fast against any sort of pack. That's what I heard. Quad blue, don't want it. Thought I'd hit that thing and I didn't. In any case, I might, before I aggro the thing, I might just deal with these rare monsters that have auras on them. I'm still hitting the timeless monoliths at the moment. For anything of value, doesn't seem like there is anything this one. Nah, total dud. Double red, double green could be usable. I think at the moment my limiting factor is essences. Just don't have the crappy essences at the moment. Down there? No, it's not. So it'll be water side will be where the Ankh is. And here we are, here's the Ankh. Bloody lightning barrage. The Lightning Mirage, as always, is a really, really deadly monster mod. One that you just can't ignore. Okay, there's an essence, so I'm going to throw that on the boots unless it's unless the actual type of essence tells me otherwise. Oh, Herald of Agony level, nice.
My mana is gone.
That's a second Asher end. Game really wants to have a laugh at me on those. So I've got the level 45 and below, which I will throw on some bad ring. Okay, life, cold, chaos. Cold and lightning with less life. I'll keep them aside, I may use them. Okay, fire damage. IAS is really nice, really nice. Let's just jeweler this to get a few... I don't have any jewelers on me. I'll sort that out later. So while I'm still being carried by Herald of Agony, increased attack speed is everything. It's the most important stat. This will be where Tolman is. Tolman's quite dangerous. It was changed a little while ago. It was very easy when Act 10 was first added. Then they made some really savage changes to him. Very easy, very easy boss to underestimate. Doing the strong boxes because it's a huge pack of monsters, especially when there's a magic pack as well. Oh, that's what's missing. 6 socket.
That will only slow me down.
Now let's go spend those points. That's right, Retribution's quite a good node once I get Spiritual Aid later. So Tolman's key thing is that he has a fast cast area of effect detonate dead, which can do a lot of damage if you're standing on a pile of corpses. In fact, it can one-shot you. I'm also weak to fire damage, so I've got to be very cognizant of that. That's a big pile of corpses I'm on. Alright, so that's the skill book when I get back to town. However, we're going to push on. So yeah, there's also the Grain Gate, and there is Ugle is another skill point in here, so there's lots of them coming. Plus, we're at the last spot of the game that you level, the last sort of level range where you do level extremely fast. It starts to slow down once you get to the 60s. Not much, just a bit. And then the real slowdown comes in the mid 80s. Alright, I hate this zone. The doors that you're looking for are the ones that have a corpse out the front of them. But they're often hard to see. That doesn't look like a corpse. Must be one of them though. Maybe this is the bloodstains are all we get. There's our corpse. Security of elements is nice to have leveling. Not using it at the moment, but I probably will need it when I get to maps. And I will need it for Katava unless my gear changes and I get the fire resist somewhere else. Not going to bother with this time. Feel like I'm appropriate level for the zone. One of those divination cards that's nice in trade leagues, but useless here for the moment. I mean, it's not great in trade, but it's something. Still no corpse. Oh, that's a dead end. Thought it might be. Ah, there we are. Really do not like this zone very much. I will say it's very dense, lots of monsters to kill. And here we are, here's the bosses. Those fireballs are quite scary. Obviously they're tripled because of the monsters having multiple projectiles mod, and my fire resist is terrible. Alright, that's one of them down. Here's the other fireballer.
My mana is gone.
And he's down too. Okay, that's a skill point quest. And that's a corpse, so this is the right way to go. And here we go, the Imperial Fields. Appreciable poison damage on that thing. Warhorde, good. Actually need those still for the league challenge as well. Splinters are useless in this race, but oh, okay. At this point, I'm going to pop TP, and I actually need to sell.
Talakura.
I can't
Be
carry
well.
that yet.
Bring me back something, Knight. Tell me something.
What am I using this for again? Belt, minion life, don't care. Ignore ignite is something. Ooh! Oh yeah, that's a big upgrade I want to have. May have to redo resist, but that is just a massive improvement. Now these do not have any move speed on them, can't growl it. No, they're gone unfortunately. Yep, that's going to be all I can do for the moment. Now, just check my defenses, and I can craft fire resist and be set. At this point, that belt has space for a fire resist roll. Okay, Jeweler's Orbs on this. That's sufficient, because I don't... What have I got? Blink Arrow. I need Blink Arrow attached to faster attacks. So I need to fuse that, and that's what I needed. Stone Golem, Blink Arrow. That bricks... No, it doesn't brick my intelligence anymore because of the mods I've picked up. Okay, that's all looking good. I can craft some fire damage on that, but the main thing... Oh, sorry, not fire. Physical damage on it. That can go to the vendor. Okay. Yep, cheap physical damage. 8's a fair bit, but I'll take it. And this needs fire resist on it. Ah, suffix locked. Okay, in that case, Edward is useless anyway. So there's nothing to do with that.
Welcome.
Back to town, let's actually pick up the skill books while we're here.
Greetings. Telakora.
And who gives me the other one? Clarissa. Of course it would be her.
Watch yourself.
Fortunately, that's a total wasted node, but I'm going to get a boost to all res next, so that's worth it. Definitely feel a character starting to come together now. And with my own poison damage isn't there yet. Next zone could be a little messy, as I have only 50% fire resist. We're at the point where you kind of are expected to be resist capped here.
My mana is gone.
Elder's Temple is available here. I'm still not using incursions. Just don't see any real value to them in this league. Again, outside the extraordinary luck that the guy had that got, I think it was Tempered Flesh, one of the 3 unique jewels. But I'm not going to work around the assumption that getting that is even remotely likely. There are a couple of uniques, other uniques in the temple that would be nice, but definitely want to have a full set of maps when I hit Katava. That's tier 1 maps, of course. Also, we'll want to have a bunch of alchemy orbs as well for early mapping. I often find this zone really difficult to navigate. There are tricks to it that I simply don't know. I think you meant to always turn right, but I'm just not confident that's right. Oh! Just realised I got the skill point that I care about. Holy Dominion, it's resist all. Should really help with my resist at this point. Alright, onto Solaris 2, which is where I wanted to get to. I forgot to pick up a faster attack for my blink arrow. I'll do that the next time I'm in town. Remember, I get that from Act 2. Went out of my way to craft a sockets that allow it, and then I didn't actually use it. Arcanist box. Oh, that's bad. I do have an antifreeze flask too, and I didn't think of which. I didn't hit the right button to use it. In any case, I got away with it. I believe it may be my Quicksilver that's my antifreeze flask. I should know that. Nope, that's the wrong way.
My mana is gone.
No, this entire side of this area is wrong. I think I should probably have full flasks for the mini-boss. Oh, that'll do. We want lots of ads being added so that I can then fire off vile rain of arrows, get in lots of poisons, and get my portable idiot to very high virulence. And we'll get that, even though I think it's... oh no, it's not what I thought it was, but it's not useful either.
What do you want?
You getting by? Stay out
Right,
of
faster
the
attacks
shadow.
next. Oh, you can get it from Act 6, of course. Then I don't need to worry about whether I'm in the right spot or not. Now, I have two choices here. I can either go left or I can go right. So I can go through the harbour bridge, or I can go the other way. I'm going to go the other way just for something different. I'm not sure which one's right. But I'll just do the way that's not the way I normally go. Grand Promenade is a nothing zone. There's absolutely nothing here. Oh. It's also deceptively laid out. It's that way. I'm so used to the Promenade map. I should have gone the way that I'm familiar with. But I didn't, so... That's already feeling better, and there's a long way for that to go. I think I needed to go here. It's very different to the Promenade map. Oh, that's Onda! Lore figure.
My mana is gone.
Kinda cool. Okay, remind me never to come this way again in future. This zone drags. But I think this will be the end of it. Okay, in the bathhouse we need to find the Wings of Vastri are a very important, unique. There's also the bathhouse ascendancy trial, and there's the way to Yugal, which we are going to do Yugal now. Yugal's going to be quite nasty. These are a training ground. They are the dangerous part of the Yugal fight, so that's why you start seeing them here. I don't think that's communicated very well, but that's the thing that you're meant to learn in this zone before fighting Yugal. Triple red. Sorry, triple green red, that has potential. I can't be bothered with the monolith here. It's a lower level zone than I've been in. Now, I'm going to need to make a decision. Do I want to farm Blood Aqueduct for a Tabula Rasa? Or do I want to ignore that? I'm going to ignore it. If I decide that I want a Tabula, I will get one in the appropriate map channel, which I may very well do. I feel like I've got enough damage already for Katava, and it's more the defenses that I'm going to need. Alright, high gardens. So this is Yugal.
Ready, Exile? It is time.
Okay, I will do Einhar's quest here. Someone pointed out on the YouTube comments that there is a very good reason for doing these, and that is the unique item Beastcrafts. Which I hadn't thought of, but they're right. I'm not sure what I can sacrifice each of these for, but I'll find out, I guess. Ooh, a chance orb. Those will be turned into maps when I get to Zana. Bloody porcupines here, these are horrible things. Multiple projectiles doesn't make them much more dangerous. I think instead of 8 they fire 10, but you already find it really difficult to actively dodge them. You just have to control the speed at which you blow them up.
That was a great hunt, Exile.
Oh, I need to talk to Einhar the first time too. I believe you need to talk to him in order to get access to the menagerie. More of these things on the ground. The real danger in the Yugal fight is those slow-moving balls. While I've got this shrine on me, I'll go, but I'm only going forward. Oh, unique. And a div card. Humility, I was just talking about that, wasn't I? That's of no use to me. I will vendor it. And I'm pretty happy with my boots situation.
My mana is gone.
Oh, yikes, there was a lot of damage. Okay, I'm gonna keep pushing forward here. Faster attacks is starting to level up. That'll make Blink Arrow a lot smoother for movement and will eventually possibly allow me to get rid of dash. I'm not sure. Alright, so Yugal has multiple projectiles. This is going to be really scary for one phase. If you're not familiar with this fight, these things fire barrages at you. Extra projectiles will make them worse. but the slow-moving balls are the danger. They spawn when you kill any of Yugel's reflections. Those things, as much as they look terrifying, they do very little damage. Use Valrain of Arrows to get instant 40 stacks. And get the fuck out of there when I kill them. That was Yugel's melee attacks. They do hurt a fair bit. I'm not able to keep a large number of stacks up at the moment because there's only one target to fire on. My damage is pretty bad on single target with Herald of Agony at the moment. And that's mostly because I'm forced to run all the time. Shield damage output when I can stand my ground is fine. That gets instant 40.
My mana is gone.
So it's still a reflection here, unfortunately. Not going to carry over to the real fight with a bunch of charges up. Alright, he's down. Nice. Wasn't too bad. A lot of people are intimidated by him. He's just a case of pretty straightforward fight once you learn what to dodge. Back to the bathhouse we go. And good, I got in time to still be in the same instance so I can see where I don't need to explore. I need to find the Lunaris Concourse exit, but first I need to find the Bathhouse Trial of Ascendancy, and I will do this essence, whatever it is. Hunter Hood. What am I wearing on my hat at the moment? Serviceable. So he's the guy that does the Cold Nova, or not Nova, but a whole bunch of projectiles. Jade Flask, I already have one. I'm going to transmute it and see what I hit. Experimenters has potential. Augment it. Oh, perfect. It's very poorly divine, but it is just, it is miles better than that. That really is a massive boost to evasion. One of the best hideouts in the game. If you don't have it, go and unlock it. Especially if you like large hideouts. All right. Okay, so that's the exit, so it means that it's up in this direction somewhere, but we do need to find this one. This is going to be The dangers in this Trial of Ascendancy are a bit worse than some of the others because I am not fire resist capped, and this one is definitely based around an assumption that you are fire resist capped, so I don't think I've got much room to take shortcuts over lava. 62. I mean, I can do it, just not take the piss. Let's actually test that theory. Yeah, I got a few seconds in there. What I can't really do is stand for any extended period on the lava, but I can do that for a shortcut. Yeah, that's not the next one. Is this open yet? Yes, it is. Find somewhere to stand here. Okay. Where is it? I think it's open now, isn't it? Yeah, I've actually completed the trial. So will have as soon as that stupid monster's dead.
By the flames of the past.
Okay. That's the bathhouse done. At some point I do need to do the Cruel Labyrinth as well. That's monster level 55, but Azaro is much harder than his monster level would imply. Particularly because you've got to deal with traps in there on Cruel. In the final Azaro fight. And also, it's probably the most punishing area in the game to take a death, as well as a 15-minute penalty imposed by the league rules. You also have to deal with the fact that you fucked up your lab run. Okay. A whole bunch of stuff here. I do need to get my Yugal skill point at some point. Ideally before leaving this zone. Might bring a Lucius, okay. So I wouldn't normally fight, but I've started now. I've started and I have a lot of charges of my... I had a lot of charges on my Herald of Agony, so why not? That's an Abyss. I don't need any more jewels at the moment, so... I'll come to think of it, I do have the one point jewel to pick up, but anyways, that's a brick, and then we're going to go through some very nice life nodes next on our way to Spiritual Aid, which is the end of the passive tree that I had pre-planned once I pick up Spiritual Aid. I think I've got a couple of things to fill in, but not many. This zone is absolutely terrifying if you are under cold resist cap. This is the first zone in the game that will absolutely shred you for having, say, a 60% cold resist. You'll be getting chilled and frozen a lot. Pretty much every monster crit will freeze you for an extended period, and even their normal hits will chill and sometimes freeze. Do need to get out of that cold resist or that cold resist reduction aura as well. It's not something you can stand in. I've just missed a fork in the path, and I think it may be the way I need to go. I'm just not sure. Again, I don't know these zones all that well. Alright, I think I was wrong. That was not the way I needed to go. However, path merges again. Oh. One of those shrines is a perfect time to hit a Legion. I do believe that only applies, it gives automatic crits to me, not to my portable idiot, but still nice. Unfortunately, it's a very dull Legion. Automatic crits don't help me all that much. It doesn't scale up my poison damage. And it doesn't scale up my Agony Crawler. Unless the Agony Crawler gets it, which doesn't have the icon over his head. No, I don't need that. Just remembered I'd rolled a 4-link chest as well previously, which was waiting on fire resist. Because I'm relying on Ashrend currently for fire resist, but what I rolled was better. Okay, that's Lunaris 2. As much as everything else seems to have gone to hell in everything else has gone to hell in Rayquest, this zone is certainly not nearly as bad as it was in Act 3. There's been a real improvement here, which is funny. Lunaris and the gods taking over have gotten rid of all the corpses. This zone is now a beautiful temple, instead of being Piety's obscene laboratory. Brutal Shine, increased AoE, doesn't help me much, but my Caustic Arrow does something better. Oh, and it's the knockback one as well. Knockback is fun. It's actually not, it's kind of really annoying usually, but oh well. Mana is getting a lot more ugly at the moment. I may need a mana flask that regenerates mana faster than the current one does. Especially given that the Elrion mod is not an option in this game setting at all. I don't believe there's any way I can realistically get it. I'll ascertain that when I first encounter the Betrayal people. I have a feeling you just can't get Betrayal unveils at all. I made a mistake in dashing there, I was holding shift. Time that I didn't want to be dashing backwards, and it took a couple of big hits for it, but was able to survive easily enough. Instant heal flask is just so powerful at the moment that it doesn't really matter. You can make a lot of mistakes as long as they don't one-shot you. This layout is absolutely stunning. I've always thought that. Everything to do with the Lunaris, the Act 8 Lunaris temple layout is just gorgeous. Moon Temple map is good as well, but this is better. I think the increased variance, because this is a shrine layout, but with the tile set of the Moon Temple. Oh shit! That barrage is going to be horrible when he fires his charged barrage. Okay, there's shit on the ground there. That's... I have to get out of that crap on the ground, even though it's annoying to have to kite this guy around a bit. So the actual moon orb itself... Oh, shit! I got shotgunned. I was hoping to get through this act post-Doedre Deathless, but not to be. What did I have on this? It's my... And that death was caused by underestimating the danger of being shotgunned by those projectiles that leave shit on the ground for a long time. Get out of that. Okay, so that was a death that was just due to underestimating the effect of multiple projectiles on this fight. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's go and turn in Ugal.
Bring me back something nice, huh? You found them. No easy.
Now I'm going to sit on this dual reward. It's one that's... It's just a very powerful option in there, on there. Okay, that goes away. Storm Prison. I feel bad, Venry. It's not super well rolled. In any case, it's gone. Now, this could be solid. What do I need for this to be good for either of these? I think they just need to be hit hard with an alk. That's a miss. I've got this. I'll use this on this one. Life, double resist. Yes, that's better than what I have. I don't... Oh, level 65. What the... Oh, shit. Essence... Wow, that essence is so high level. Oh well, I can't use it for the moment. That's really strange. That essence should not have been that high a level. It was not particularly high. Okay, so we had this. Life, fire resist. We need to get fire resist somewhere else. I think I need to replace this ring. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by crafting something with this. Are you the vendor here? You are, aren't you? Yeah, I don't have any resist rings, but I can make one. Let's take that, and I need either a cold or a fire, don't I? That one will do. Can't remember with this. This recipe is just as is, isn't it? Yeah. Well, if that isn't a stinking turd.
See you.
I'm not using that. So that means I can't use this yet. I'm still stuck with my current armor, which is okay. It's not terrible. Defense-wise, we've got, well, we're missing a bit of fire resist, but it's not awful. Do pick that up soon. Okay, at this point, let's go and take down the Act boss, and then we'll go and do the Blood Aqueduct, and then finish this video off.
Actually not sure whether I'm higher or lower than the spot I need to get to, which is annoying. I think it's up here. Oh, something dropped. Alchemy, nice. I think I'm going to have to start being quite stingy with the elks. Don't have as many as I would like. For early mapping. I'm going to go with a channel farm approach early on. So where some people farm Blood Aqueduct in order to get a Tabula Rasa, I've deciding that I'm going to go with the channel. So channel has to be my first tier 4 map unlocked.
My mana is gone.
Viridian Jewel, nice. That has potential. Okay, unfortunately I have gone the wrong way at the start of this zone. So let's go back into it. Same zone, not creating a copy. And it'll be on this side. I think it'll just be here. Harbour Bridge, that's what we're after. Okay, off to Sydney. And I will make Tabula Rasa work by accepting that early on I'm going to have less resists on my chest, but I'll make up for that by running Purity of Elements, which I'm leveling. In fact, that's another level on it now. I'm not going to run Purity of Elements during the boss fight because of the mana issues. I'm not sure if that's the right decision or not. If I die, then I will reconsider. And I should not have fired off my Vile skill. I think I'm going to want that. At least have one charge of it, maybe two. Yep, that's both charges up. Alrighty. Set that up. A lot of things in here that are quite tricky to dodge. This fight's one of the more gear check fights when you're leveling. Because whilst you can dodge most of the big attacks, like that, there are some that you just will not be able to predict where they're going. So that's attack from Solaris there is predictable. You have less ability. Ooh. But now Lunaris' attacks are much less predictable. Took an absolute pounding there from something that I don't think I could have dodged. Alright, at this point, porting out of town. Oh, what? Having that happen a lot where I have actually committed the port out, but I'm still getting killed by the fact that it just hasn't registered that I'm out of the zone. Again, this is the reason that hardcore players log out rather than portal scumming. Right, that's Lunaris slain. Try to get my golem off, which I did. Not that that seems to matter very much. Golem is very squishy. Okay, there they go. Create some more Pantheon options that are meaningful at this point.
Eclipse cold pride, flaming rage, and pass beyond this
Okay, Act 9. We're going to get through the Blood Aqueduct, and then I'm going to finish up with this video. No intention of farming this zone. Just one and done.
My mana is gone.
I will do the side. If it's on my way, I'll do the side things. In fact, these are worth hitting in here. Again, just for the fact that they can drop the... well, there we go. There's something that'll drop something, maybe. Well, in theory that was worth doing. In practice, nah. It's just very little in the way of things that had reward icons on them. Draw these guys. Oh shit, freeze on activate. So I was cognizant of it and got off the quick de-ice flask. Okay, this is the new life flask tier. These I have to pick up 2 of. Oh, one of them's mirrored. Fucking useless thing. Stoner Golem got a level. Don't need to keep fighting those things, it's just one of those things. Once I start attacking a monster, too often I'm unwilling to walk away from it. This, however, I will kill because it's a big blue pack. Something dropped off screen. Quad green boots. Let's just see if I can roll life speed on them. Move speed on them.
My mana is gone.
Actually, no, let's not. They're just not a colour scheme that I'll use for right now. I'll just get these blue packs down this side. What path? One other option that you've got nowadays for Tabula Rasa, and I don't actually advocate this, is going for the Vanity Divination card set, which gets a Corrupted Tabula.
Farewell.
Celerin.
See ya.
Okay. Well, that's the end of this video. That is Act 8 done in its entirety, and Act 9 just about to start. I will continue posting these videos as I have been lately, so they'll be unlisted. There'll be a link to them in the Toucan race thread on the GGG forums, and they'll be, yeah, so basically you'll need to look for them, but they won't be that hard to find.